Okay, let's do this. Let's look at the market daily chart, S&P 500. We'll go through the daily chart here. We'll look at the trades of the day, and then we'll do the rest of the products. For those that want to see the S&P 500 and cut out quick, this is for you. All-time high, 58.30. I said yesterday I believed that the market, I said the last 2-3 days actually, that the market would reach 5,800. Bingo, it's happened, 58.30. I also do think 5,900 is possible. Okay, though it could run out of gas here, and start to roll over as we get into these cycles over here. To the right, they're 29th of October and November 13th. There's some around November 4th, so on and so forth. So we could, it may run out of gas here. But guess what? It hasn't done that yet. It hasn't done it yet. 58.30. Think about 5,900. It's only 70 points away from this high. Can it happen? You bet your bottom dollar can happen. It could reach 5,900. I don't think anybody would have expected after we got this dippy do we'd be anywhere near 5,900. But here we are. You know what this is? That's right. You guessed it. Square root. The old radicant. Square root. That's what we got going on here. Super bullish. Super bullish. This is just blazing. Okay. Look at the weekly. Looked at it yesterday. We'll look at it again. What's the weekly say? It's trying to cross over here, guys and gals. It's literally trying to cross over here. Trying to re-engage or go even higher. It's at 154. Crazy. This has room to go. This thing could go up into the mid to high 70s. We're not there yet. We'll see if October 13th, November 10th has an effect on this. Probably will. But guess what? It's kind of a little ways off still. I think there's still room in this. Maybe still some room to go before this gives it up. Okay. Let's look at the trades of the day. Trades of the day. Where were the trades of the day? Let's turn on the Get Us Plus indicator. The old trusty Get Us Plus indicator tells us a lot about how to trade, when to enter. Gee, look at that. What a shocker. The Get Us Plus indicator on the 5-minute chart, it's telling us when to make an entry. You could have done one right here at 7:10 in the morning, or the next one was at 7:45 in the morning. There was even another opportunity way down here at 8:40. Let's talk about this one. Either one of these is okay, but let's talk about this one, 7:45. Wow, what a trade. Right here at 7:45. Get Us Plus indicator says, you know what? I think there might be a trade here, and boy, was it right. Again, the Get Us Plus indicator, for over 2 years now, this indicator has been absolutely stomping it. I'm eating some chocolate chip cookie. Do you mind? Good. And that's your trade today right there. If you didn't do anything else and just traded this, as I really eat a chocolate chip cookie as I'm recording this video, 30 points. From 58.20 down to 57.90, 30 biggins. That's $1,500. That's what that translates to be for one contract. $1,500 trade. Sweet Ola. Yep. Okay, that was after this massive run-up last night, overnight. The Asian and London markets took off, and then the U.S. said, I don't think so. Okay? Yeah, beautiful. Plenty of opportunity there to make big bucks today. Big bucks. Let me show you the hourly chart. Hourly chart. Why would we want to show this? Because this is where the money's made, folks. Look at this. Big dippy do at 9 o'clock. I had a cycle low at 8 o'clock. Bang on within 1 hour. This cycle low was forecasted. Smack daddy. This one was a little off, but I expect cycles to move around a little bit. There you go. There's your big cycle that came in perfectly. Within 1 hour, you made big money if you just followed the 1 hour chart. How good is that? Sweet. This is available. If you want to become a member, $7.99 a month. You get this chart, the 1 hour chart, the 15-minute chart, and the 5-minute chart, streamed live with the cycles on there. The cycles are on the 1 hour chart only because cycles don't do too well on 15-minute and 5-minute charts, but they do pretty well on the 1 hour chart. You also get the same thing in gold. When you join, you get streaming charts for gold. Okay, nightly email with 5 different charts attached to the email. Really nice. I always give my opinion about what I think the market's going to do the next day. And there's alerts on the Discord server for all of these products. So you can just turn notifications on and get alerted. Really good service for $7.99. Link is in the description. Instructions are in there as well. Read them, become a member. Okay, we've done the trade of the day, looked at the 1 hour chart. We talked about the service. Let's move on to the rest of the products. While I'm doing that, did anybody notice Eric Adams from New York City, the mayor of New York City, was indicted today? That's right. Why would the Democrats indict their own kind? The #1 mayor in all of the United States of America, Big Ol' Apple, New York City. Why would they do it? As we switch over to the Dow Jones Transportation, we're going to talk about that in this video. Let's get rid of the universe indicator. Get out of there. Dow Jones tracking sideways. Kind of having a hard time getting going here. Up here, tracking a little sideways right now. It's trying to get going, but he can't do it. It is positive momentum, but at the moment, it's just sitting there. Russell 2000. September 23rd. Well, what do you know? It really came right down to this cycle low right here. Really, really nice. Bam. Bam. Look, it hasn't bottomed yet, right? Still hasn't bottomed. I don't think this is bottomed yet. We'll see if it gets some legs underneath it and takes off. It could. Okay, if the Russell 2000 does this, guys, and just goes like this, that's going to be very bullish. Okay, that would be bullish. But if it continues to drop down into here, that's a different story, okay? So we'll keep an eye on that. We've got to keep an eye on the momentum down here as well. So far, it's remaining bullish. But I don't think it's finished bottoming yet. Let's look at the NASDAQ. A red day, just like the S&P 500. But overall, the NASDAQ continues to be bullish. October 8th, cycle low. October 16th, November 13th. These are the cycles. Yep. Still looks bullish to me. It's kind of doing the sideways thing. Well, we don't know if that's for sure. Okay, the SMI sideways, but this continues to look strong, even though today was a down day. S&P 500 has gone all-time highs. NASDAQ has not. All-time high again today, 57.67 on the SPX, the cash index. Even though it was a red day earlier, overnight, pretty much. Even though this does not trade overnight, the futures did, and that's why it's reflected. 57.67. Yes, all-time highs today on the SPX. And guess what? It may not be done. May not be done. October 17th is the nearest cycle low. This one over here is November 14th. November 14th. Okay, I guess we can put that in there. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, there you go for that cycle. All right, let's move on to the Japanese market, the NKD. Eric Adams arrested, or indicted, I'd say. Why was he indicted, folks? He's a Democrat, black mayor. Shouldn't a black mayor be insulated and protected by the left, the DOJ left, the FBI left? Why would they arrest him? They say he committed these crimes, he did this, he did that. Normally, they don't arrest those people. I'm going to tell you why. It's pretty simple, right? Those of us on the conservative side, on the right side, we know why he was really arrested. Why? Because he opened up his mouth and complained about illegal immigrants in New York, that it was a problem. And bang, George and Alex Soros told their puppets at the DOJ and FBI, arrest that man. We can't have him as the #1 mayor Some people consider New York City mayor the number one mayor in the United States. I don't, but whatever. A lot of people do. The number one mayor in the United States can't be speaking against the Marxist agenda. So guess what? You could be a Democrat and think you're safe. You could be black as midnight, Hispanic, whatever, any kind of minority. In America, you got a D next to your name. You vote D. You're not safe. Because if you dare to speak the truth, they'll arrest you. That's exactly what the Marxist left is saying right now today. We will arrest anybody that goes against our agenda. Do you honestly believe that Eric Adams committed some crimes? I watch CNN. They tell me he committed a crime. I believe it. Give me a break. Give me a break. As soon as that man opened up his mouth and said New York City has a legal immigration problem, they're attacking police, we don't have places to put these people, it's putting a burden on all the services, on the tax system, you name it, boom, boom, boom. Of course, he was speaking the truth. They don't care about truth. They just care about their agenda, destroying America by bringing in illegal immigrants and all the other agendas, and they arrested and indicted this man. So just think about it. You're a Democrat out there. I know some of you Democrats listen and watch my video. Just think about what you're voting for. Do you think you're safe because you have a D next to your little name and you go vote Democrat? And you might be brown-skinned or maybe you're white, whatever. You think you're safe because you got a D next to your name? You're not safe. If they can arrest Eric Adams for speaking the truth, they sure the hell can arrest you. So think about that before you go cast your vote this November. Right. Nike 225. Huge update. Extremely bullish. And this thing, even though it's sitting up here at 70, it's been higher. Before 82. Okay, over here it only got up to 74. I think there's a little more left in this. Probably not quite done. Looks like it's well, it hasn't officially gone bullish yet. Okay. It hasn't officially gone bullish yet, but it's going to probably tomorrow. It's right on, well, okay, it's not right on the edge. It kind of is. Tomorrow it could probably go bullish. When am I talking about bullish? I'm talking about, I know this is a bullish trend. I'm talking about the MACD momentum. It's still negative barely. If this vanilla line down here goes positive, which I think it's going to do tomorrow, then we're in bullish territory, positive momentum territory to be specific. I don't think the Nike 225 is done. Amazing. It got out of this little sideways and it just blasted off. Think about this. The S&P 500, the NASDAQ, the Russell 2000 all pulled back. Not the Nike 225. It had a monster day. That's right. Other side of the world, Japan, trading exactly the opposite. This is where the money went. Okay, you want to know where the money went? The money left the S&P 500, left the U.S. indices, and moved over into Japan. That's where the money went. Okay, let's look at the Japanese yen. I don't think this Nike 225 is done, by the way. Japanese yen, still trying to find a bottom. Now it's still positive momentum. Hasn't found a bottom yet. Okay, so we got to wait till this finishes. Not done yet. Okay? Not done yet. So, got to wait on that. Got to wait. Let's see what's going on here. Got some weird stuff going on over here. Okay. Everything's fine. Look at one of my other computers. Thought it was doing something weird. Don't think this is bottomed yet. I like this, potentially like this, first week of October, if momentum stays positive. But if it synchronizes with the rest of the indices and goes down, then we got to be careful. Okay, so that's a caveat. Let's look at the euro dollar futures. Chopping sideways. Continue to chop sideways. I think, hard to tell. Hard to tell right now. Very choppy. October 3rd, it might give it up a little bit here. But guess what? This looks bullish to me. Momentum is still very positive. It's having a hard time pulling back. So far, this still looks very bullish. Even though it's chopping sideways, that, believe it or not, that's bullish. Okay. British pound. Also chopping sideways for the last 3 days. Wants to come down, but just can't seem to do it yet. Today was a cycle low. So much for the cycle low. Ignored. That is very bullish. British pound. Boy, oh boy, I talked about this yesterday. If it gets to these two cycle lows and it still has momentum this strong, watch out. It's a long. But I'd be cautious right now. Might see some chop through here in the next few weeks. All right. Let's go check out gold. We're gonna look at gold. What's gold doing? September 26th, supposed to be a cycle low. Another product ignoring September 26th cycle low. Doesn't even think it's there. It's like, get out of there. That's not a cycle low. That is not a cycle low. It doesn't like it, doesn't care. To the moon. All-time high for gold, 27.08 today. Monster mash. Y'all know my take about gold. If Kamala T gets in there, who takes her marching orders from George and Alex Soros, socialist Marxist billionaire, this will go to 3,000. I mean, look, it's only 300 points away. It will go to 3,000 if she gets in there. Trump gets in there, it might cool off a little bit. Either way, I think this eventually gold's going to 3,000. It's just a matter of when, not if. All right, let's look at, looks like crude oil. Then we'll do silver. Crude oil. Yep, I said it. Wasn't going to be able to sustain it. Can't do it. It's from getting around out of gas. There it is. 2 big down days. I've been talking about this. I said crude oil is going to get up here. I just don't think it has enough in it to really break out. Momentum is still negative, and usually when you see this kind of thing going on, this temporary bullish kind of stuff usually ends up failing, and that's what we're seeing right now. October 1st is a cycle low. I expect crude oil to come back down to probably $65, maybe even lower. Maybe so when you see this kind of action like that, this could get down into the low 60s, maybe 62, maybe 60. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say that crude oil will at minimum get down into the low 60s, 63, 62, maybe even worse. Let's look at silver. Silver and gold. Bullish. What did I say yesterday? That silver would hit $33. Ding, 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 ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. It did it today, $33. If you had your order in, it just nipped it, and you would have made bucks today if you had your exit at 33. There it is. I called it. It happened. Bango. Guess what? Still bullish. Absolute monstersville. That's right. Lindy rate cuts cannot fool the precious metals. They're not buying it. They think it's all bull crap, and I do too. The linear rate cut doesn't mean a hill of beans. And the precious metals for now are continuing to say, stick your precious little linear rate cut where the sun don't shine. We're going to the moon. For now, I see no reason they're going to pull back. No sign of pullbacks in gold or silver. What do I think about silver? Man, it may pull back in the middle of this cycle, which is about October 10th. So it could cool off coming into that. Okay, so it's kind of hard to get a feel for right here because this may be like it kind of exhausted its run. Can it get to 34? Yeah, possible, but the odds are a little bit less likely as we continue to get closer and closer to the middle of this cycle. Okay, but it may not be done here, folks. Silver looks like it's got a little bit, maybe a little more room to go. All right, let's look at corn. What is happening with corny corn? Corny corn, strange product corn. I said choppy chop with slight bullish tendencies could get to 420. What did it do today? Got up to 419. Oh boy, another call. Thank you very much. I should charge way more than $7.99 for the membership because I keep making good calls. Practically 420 today. Got up to 419. Yep. And I still think it's going to hit 420. Okay, hasn't quite done it yet. I think it's going to do it. I do. XLP. Trying to find a bottom here. Look at this, guys. Down, chucking sideways. Look at this. Oh, will it do it? Will it do the bounce? It's trying to do the bounce. It's trying to do, oh my goodness, trying to do the bounce. If it does the bounce here, folks, get ready to go long on XLP. Yep. Okay, the middle of this cycle is October 2nd. Okay, just like 4, 5, 6 days away. Okay, might chop here for a little bit longer. If it bounces coming out of like the middle of this cycle, that's a long. Okay, I wait a little bit longer because we don't know for sure if this is done. but it's got that look to it, like it wants to chop here and go up. But we don't know that yet. We got to be a little patient there. What else? I think I covered everything. Me and my chocolate chip cookie. Become a member, $7.99. Streaming charts for S&P 500 and gold are included in the membership. Nightly email. Monday through Thursday. 5 different charts go in the email. My opinion about the stock market or the market, period. Alerts available on the Discord server for both those products. Excellent value for $7.99 a month. I know several of my members are making big bucks using my service in conjunction with their own trading style. All right. I want to finish up by saying, don't forget Eric Adams. He was definitely a guinea pig. They totally went after this guy. Black New York City mayor, big Democrat, you would think is protected. No, sir. He opened up his mouth on illegal immigration. He told the truth about how it's damaging New York City, and they absolutely went after him. They're trying to destroy this man. I'm not a Democrat. I don't vote Democrat, but just goes to show you, if you're voting Democrat and you think you're safe, you're wrong. They'll come and get you if they don't like anything you're doing. That's the way it works. If that doesn't work, they might assassinate you, like they're trying to do with Trump. So for you Democrats, don't bury your head in the sand. Take a good look at what's happened to Eric Adams. If you think CNN, MSNBC, CBS, all these liars, you think those phony charges that came up with Eric Adams, he really committed those crimes? I'm hesitant to believe that. I'm more likely to believe that, what do you know, right after he talked about illegal immigration and its problem, not only in New York City, but in America in general, bango, he got attacked. That's the real truth. Believe it or not, that's what's happening. All right, that's it. Happy trading, everybody. God bless everybody. Talk to you all real soon again next time.